The King's arrow? Well met. Don't suppose you lead a vanguard of troops to Vernum? Another mouth to feed and house. You'd better be good. Don't suppose you're bringing any reinforcements, are you? Hours ago, we tracked Straw, the bastard, to Vernum Wood. The Reachmen, no, they're not... It's not what we thought. The Worm Cult. They're here. It gets worse. They're doing something to the Reachmen. I need to keep watch for any other soldiers coming through. Talk to Dajahil and the Centurion if you want to pitch in. Good luck.
Welcome to Vernum Wood. Dark waters run in this river. This is what we know. Strahl and his elite warriors were tracked to the wood. As soon as we hit the tree line, we saw the hoods and ropes. Indeed, we found a defensible position and have held them back thus far. We have no idea what's going on. Why are the Reachmen here? How did they get mixed up with the cult? We've tried everything, even some things I'm not proud of. An undercover agent named Belron, who joined us in Shadowfen, has narrowed it down to two options. One cruel, one not so much. This ornate globe will collect the memories of the cultists. You use it on them, then kill them. Belron can peer into the stored memories and perhaps see Strahl speaking to a cultist. This magical dagger can cut out a cultist's heart that will magically continue beating. The heart can reanimate a cultist's corpse for a bit, and it will tell us what it knew. Here's the dagger. Cut out the heart of a cultist, and give that beating heart to Belron. You'll find him just south of my tent.
A still-beating heart. Either Dajahil sent you, or this is an extraordinary coincidence. May I? Vile thing. A bit of magicka focused. And there. Bound up the soul that once pumped this organ. The worm at your feet refused to answer my questions. So we'll need to try a different approach. Look down. I've made room for a new heart in our friend here. Put your new trophy in its chest. Then stand back.
I can feel my flesh decay. But I'm not dead. Please, kill me. I'll tell you anything if you promise to kill me. We made a deal with the Reachmen. They unleashed the giant, Sinmur. And we promised to bless them with a touch of our Dark Lord. We channel the touch of the Lord of Brutality. All across the wood, the Reachmen are being transformed. Strahl himself undergoes the ceremony inside the central ruin. Now, please kill me.
Tell Dajahil what we've learned. I'll look for one of the ritual sites. 3 preserve me, yes. I did terrible things. But someone needed to do it. Molag Bal is pure destruction. Nothing can be built on a foundation of worms. Necromancy, though, is just a tool. And now, I wield the weapon of the worm.
Have you learned why the worm cult is here? That's a dark twist in the river. I'll send troops to investigate the ruin. It's been dirty work, but I thank you for your help. Belron left the camp. He muttered something about further research. Head into the field and find that dark elf. Lend him whatever aid you can.
You see that thing? That's what's left of the Reachmen gathered at Vernim. We need to learn more about these things. The Ghasts keep repeating the name Calyx Thorntongue. Go kill him. Take his heart and bring it back to me. Necromantic energies gather in the heart. It's the seat of life and unlife. Everything I need to know about a person, I can learn from his heart. I suppose I am a little obsessed. Well done. Indeed. As you do, collect their hearts. I feel powerful magicka radiating from this one. With more like it, we may be able to put an end to Strahl himself. I will be back at camp, researching. returned. With a number of dripping presents. Excellent work. You have my thanks. These vine-twisted abominations may yet prove useful. You may have noticed the ruin in the center of the wood, that shroud of death and darkness. Nothing living can pass through it. Luckily, the dead can. Oh, I thought it was obvious. We kill you, sort of. These grave-born hearts, yes, imbuing their essence into a potion, like so. Drink this. Trust me, nothing will go wrong. The bravery of Vivek. Nicely... You have a little something on your mouth there. Absolutely, I think. You're much less alive than you were a few minutes ago, anyway. That should get you through the shroud. At the bottom of the ruin, there should be a totem powering the death shroud. Destroy it! The shroud goes away, and the living can enter the ruin.
Let's go!
With the shroud gone, we can follow you in. You're looking a little dead around the edges. Let me take care of that. Of course! How could I have forgotten? Here, hold still. Let's get this done.
Be on guard.
didn't think we were going to make it out of there. Dajahil, Belron. I will make sure the Centurion, the Pact, knows of Strahl's defeat. Dajahil and Belron sacrificed themselves to see that beast slain. Their sacrifice will be remembered.
Glad you made it out, Arrow. I'll make sure Dajahil and Belron go up on the rolls and Mournhold. It's mad to think all those people, reduced to ink on parchment. We need to warn the settlements west of here. You put a stop to Strahl and the Reachmen, but the Worms are a far bigger menace. Nімальтен. Thane Fiora is a brave, intelligent woman, and she has the resources to protect the rest of the Ragged Hills. Grab a guardsman when you reach the town. They'll direct you where you need to go. Fiora is apparently a dynamo on the battlefield. I've heard stories you wouldn't believe. Death, Reachmen, now the Worms. I need to check on my family. We have a little farm down south. My wife's father started it, actually. Stop by and say hello if you get the chance. Tell her I sent you. Woman makes the most amazing sweet rolls.
Did you really come here, Father? Why? Greetings. I don't suppose you know a man named Kelodara? He's my father. He left on a hunting expedition years ago, promising to return in a few months. My mother gave up on him, but I never have. Perhaps only his remains, but I'd like to know. A local claims to have known a trapper by that name who hunted in these hills. It might have been him, but I'm no fighter, and this region is thick with bears. Please. My mother believes he abandoned us, but I know my father better than that. Anything you can find out would help erase this uncertainty. You look like you know something of my father. Tell me. I suppose I always knew he wasn't coming back. But this letter... He left us to keep us safe. I will sing of you in the halls of Sovngarde. Oh, Father, thank you. I have peace at last.
Walk with courage. Welcome to Nімальтен, traveler. Do you seek the counsel of our mighty Thane Fiora? Or are you here with Sergeant Iris' contingent? Urgent news, eh? Perhaps it'll take her mind off the troubles. Been enough of that lately. There was an attempt on the Thane's life. Her housecarl, of all people. Bastard. Sergeant Ira and her squad arrived just recently to look into the matter. Aye. Our Fiora's a tough one, she is. cut that hawker down where he stood. Look, I have to keep to my post. I'm sure the sergeant and our thane will want to speak with you. The hall is just up the stairs, off of the main square.
The
Some
guild
of my
has
dark
need
elf
of you,
friends
comrade.
are still upset that St. Velof's shrine was attacked. And what is their own-
My friend, I would swear we only spoke days ago. I can see by the look on your face you know of Nімальтен's dark times. Well enough. It's good to have a reason to get up in the morning. Without my family the way it was, it's easy to wallow in thoughts of Bleakrock. Of the good days. This investigation, that's what I do now. Denskar used to say I latched onto things like a mama bear. Wouldn't let anything go. Now I use that instinct for the Pact. After my breakdown, some of the others pulled strings for me with Pact command. As I was training, we talked about what I would do. This seemed the perfect fit.
What brings you to my hall? You don't look in need of a thane's help. And if you are with Ira, I am not in need of her help either.
A friend of Ira's? Well then, welcome to Nімальтен. The King's Arrow, yes? Well met. Tell no one that Beitarnes was a member of the Worm Cult. I won't have Nімальтен fall into chaos. We are on his trail. My advisor and the court mage search for any hint of the cult as we speak. Keep that to yourself. I won't have the Nімальтен fall into chaos. We're on his trail. My advisor and the court mage search for any hint of the cult as we speak. Slow. My advisor Borodin is at the inn questioning townfolk. My court mage Golan is at the Mages Guild researching the worm cult. Would you help them? My people should not suffer for any problems within my court. I should have seen Beitarnes's treachery before it came to roost in my very hall. There's not much to tell. Bastard asked me for a private conference, said he had something sensitive to tell me. When we were alone, he pulled a knife. I had to crush his scaly neck with my bare hands. Not a thing. To think of all the days I let that scaleback drink my mead, live in my hall. Brrr!
Let me guess. You're looking for worm cultists, right? Well, here we are. We're all worm cultists. Everyone in Nімальтен worships worms and dances with Daedra. I've learned that the Thane needs to settle down. Having a troubleshooter come all the way out here because Fiora had a fight with a housecarl. Shameful. It makes Nімальтен look bad. I'm thinking we need a new Thane.
Over here,
urgent
Initiate.
task for you.
Get out of here! I'm busy! The Thane is impatient. I almost have it. At first, it stumped me. Why would the cult come to this backwater? What could the cult find in Nімальтен and nowhere else? I need to do more research. I need to consult a book in the Thane's library to be certain. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
How goes the investigation? Nімальтен reminds me of Bleak Rock. All these good people oblivious to danger. If only we could have protected my daughter. Have you learned anything? He's a fool. Has Golan uncovered anything interesting? Oh? And what is that? I'm eager to learn what he uncovers. In the meantime, would you investigate Betorness's home? It's just south of the Thane's Hall. I trust you'll miss nothing.
Again.
Comrade, a word.
You ask too many questions.
Murder? On my watch? Oh, good to see you. I have sad news. Golan is dead. We heard the sounds of a struggle. My soldiers and I arrived too late. In the library with a pair of smashed skeletons. The worm cult, I am sure of it. But how did they get past my guards? First the attack against the Thane, and now this. I've asked my soldiers to take a more active role in defending the hall. I pray it's enough. You're not afraid, are you? Stay strong, my friend. We'll find the heart of this corruption.
Greetings, Master Drendeth. As always, your memories are alive in me. How may I serve? I am, as you made me, Master, a Magicka memory matrix, a place to hold safe your dearest memories. Research entry. As I suspected, the worm cult plans to use bound companion spirits to empower Sinmur. I found evidence they're gathering in the crypt beneath Nімальтен. The footprints lead from this fireplace. Here. What? No! Yes, Master Drendeth. Your notes on the companions indicate they once bound powerful heroes as eternal guardians. I cannot recall any other information on this subject.
My brethren moved to take Nімальтен. They need you out of the way. I doubt I can take you in a fair fight. Luckily, I don't have to. Blood. While I keep you busy here, the Thane gets a final recruitment offer. If she refuses, she dies.
The cultists... they came out of nowhere. Ira, she was leading them. She demanded I join the cult. Surprised her. I don't know. I cut her and she scampered like a skeever. Shut up and get out of here. Bleeding feels good. Reminds me I'm alive.
I saw her head toward the water.
She went into the crypt.
So you've come to kill me. Do you remember Trinhild, my daughter? She died on the docks of Balfoy and cut apart by Covenant blades. I don't blame you. I blame them and myself. She's gone and I'm alive. Do you know how painful that is? They're away on missions. I never see them, but it doesn't matter. They'll be dead soon too. The worm cult said they'd reunite me with Brynhild. All I had to do was pass information about the pact. Maybe, but I chose to believe. It wasn't just secrets. Soon the cult asked me to kill for them. Golan, Thane Fiora. Denskar would despise what I've become. I'm done with the cult. But it's too late, isn't it?
So, Ira was behind much of this, wasn't she? I don't pretend to know her reasons. All I want to know is whether you've dealt with her or not. Was it difficult? No matter. You did well. You've avenged Golan and all the others Ira lied to and murdered. Nімальтен is safe. We owe you a great debt. The worms will find no shelter in the shadow of Nімальтен.
I was looking for Sergeant Ira, but the Thane tells me she was slain valiantly defending her from the worm cult. I've just come from Pine Peak Caverns. The worm cult ambushed us. There are researchers there trapped in the caverns. I fear the worst.
I'm going to kill that old Dunmer. He's probably laughing, enjoying a drink, thinking me dead. Too real, that old netch. He sent bandits after me. They assaulted me on the road and took my silk. I want the bandits dead, and Too Real in irons. They said they're dealing with the bandits, but don't believe me about Too Real. He did this, I'm certain. I'll pay you if you get my silk from him. I've looked for him throughout the town, except the inn. I bet he's there.
Care to join me?
Don't eat the bread, it's stale. Stick with the drinks. At least they're still potent. That bastard sent the bandits on me. Their leader, Chanda, told me he hired her. I was lucky to escape alive. Look, how about I pay you to steal back the silk from Chanda? You'll find her camp to the east. Okay, I hired her to attack him, but she still stole my silk. Listen, forget about killing all those bandits. Would you just retrieve my silk? My silk. Did you find my silk? Yes, I did, and I'll tell you why. I've not told anyone this, but the money I make with this silk, it goes to suffering war refugees. If you give me my silk back, you save hungry families torn apart by war. Is this my silk? I had to. 2 real steals my customers, badmouths my wares. Plus, I have a starving family in Stonefalls. Would you doom my poor family? My friend, you return with my valuable property all in. You what? Why would you do that? Just stop talking. I can't bear the sound of your voice. It's time I put aside this feud with Enthis. It's clear we have much in common, such as hiring assassins to stab silk rippers to death.
A toast!
The guild requests your help.